Papa's Place of Ultimate Coolness. You won this giveaway. Congratulations. And you know we have a giveaway on deck.
Hold on, Tom. Wait a minute. We're always giving away an exclusive variant in one of these videos. I know you got something better than that.
Well, Jem, we're about to hit 50,000 subscribers. How about for a 50K milestone? Comment, like, and subscribe. It'll enter you to win this amazing Spider-Man 361, the first appearance of Carnage, at a 9.6.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Make sure you guys like the video, comment below to enter, and once we reach 50,000 subscribers, we'll pull a random video where we promoted this giveaway to draw a worldwide winner.
Let's chat about the hottest comic books in the world.
That's right, guys. Number 10 on the list, we have Marvel Spotlight 5, the first appearance of Ghost Rider, which is why I had to throw on my Ghost Rider tee. He has been making the list for a couple of weeks now, and it's all because of the speculation and rumors based off of some concept art.
That's right, leaks that suggested that we may see Johnny Blaze as early as Multiverse of Madness, coupling with the excitement of Moon Knight, the supernatural, kind of dark themes, gives a lot of credence to the speculation that an investment towards the macabre, towards horror, Bronze Age goodness, is a good bet. We had an ungraded copy hit the market, selling for $7,800 this week. That is a year-long high.
We had some CGC graded copies sell as well. A 2.0, which sold for $875 back in November, is up 3%, now selling for $905. Then the 3.0 sold for $1,400 back in December, up 18%, selling for $1,650.
This book made number 5 on our list last week, and it won't come off. Hit the subscribe button, Comic Fam. We're here for you every 7 days, covering the health, the top of the comic book marketplace. At the list at number 9, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 6, the first appearance and origin of the Lizard. We got some Ditko goodness, Spidey villains to talk about.
It's also the first reference to Spider-Man's Spider Sense, or as it's called, the Peter Tingle in the MCU.
Comic Fam is your Peter's tingling. We have a 3.0 back in November going for $1,284, up 11%. Now selling for $1,430. The 5.0 back in July, $1,675, up 4%, selling consistently. Now at $1,747. The Lizard's come and gone, but the book is still moving up.
Just like the 7.0, which sold for $3,825 back in April, up 29%, selling for $4,950. Moving on to number 8 on the list, we're sticking with Silver Age Spider-Man. We have Amazing Spider-Man 50, the first appearance of the Kingpin.
The reintroduction of the Kingpin, Wilson Fisk in Hawkeye, quite possibly the biggest, the largest villain to come out of 2021. This book keeps on rising. We have a 2.0 back in October going for $480. That's up 31% this week, selling for an easy $630.
He's the biggest boss that we've seen thus far. The CGC 4.0 sold for $1,080 back in July. It's up 20%, selling for $1,300. And then you got the 5.0, that mid-grade book, which sold for $1,900 back in September, is up 7%, holding steady, selling for $2,030.
Utilize code TOM101 on the best comic app in existence. Catalog your comic books. Get a plethora of valuable information as it pertains to updates in the comic book market. Support our show and get access to key alerts. In December, prior to the announcement, prior to the confirmation, an inside source told Key Collector Comics that Kingpin would not only reprise his role, but would be part of multiple upcoming projects, and that happened. Stay up on the marketplace, support what we do, and let's chat some Doctor Strange back at number 7. We have Strange Tales 126, the first appearance of Dormammu, the first appearance of Clea.
And the book hot more so for the Clea speculation that she's going to be in Multiverse of Madness. So we got Dormammu in the first one, the same book, double key. That's why you got to scoop those up. A CGC 2.0 sold for $480 back in October. It's up 31%, now selling for $630.
By the hoary host of Haggith, the 4.0, going for $1,080 back in July, is up 20% this week, now selling for $1,300. And it didn't stop there. Jem, did you see the 9.0?
I sure did. I saw it when it hit $1,900 back in September. It's up 7% now, selling for $2,030.
This Clea spec has been happening since March 2020, but it was this month that we're hearing unconfirmed rumors that Charlize Theron is going to be the one to portray her on the big screen. At the list at number 6, Star Wars Darth Vader number 3, the first appearance of Dr. Aphra.
This was number 6 on last week's Hot 10 as Dr. Aphra continues to be speculated on that they'll be using her sometime in the Disney Plus Star Wars future.
This book has been spiking for years now after casting circulated that producers were after someone to portray a character that was akin to Indiana Jones, and Dr. Aphra absolutely meets those needs. But with the introduction of Black Chrysanthemum in the book of Boba, this is a bounty hunter that she has worked with in comic books. It only gives more credence to this spec.
That's right, Tom, pushing the CGC 8.5 from a $125 book in April to now up 44%, selling for $180. Then the 9.4, which sold for $248 back in May, new record-breaking sale puts it up 19%, selling for $295.
Then the 9.8 going for $650 just last week, up 2%, selling consistently on the incline, going for $663, and it didn't stop there. We've been telling you about the Salvador LaRocca variant. Well, we had 4 copies sell at 9.8 last week, all above $2K.
It's like deja vu with this list. We have another book that made our top 10 last week, except it came in at number 3, Amazing Spider-Man 194, the first appearance of the Black Cat.
Whether it be the team-up rumors that started as early as January 2021 that consisted of Spec towards Jackpot, Silver Sable, Spider-Woman, Silk, Madam Web. Well, we also have rumors over the last month about Anya Taylor-Joy taking on this role, pushing this book up and up by the week. The 8.5 going for $650 last week is up 13%, now selling for $735.
The 9.0 sold for $765 in December. That's up 18%, now selling for $900.
The 9.6 was selling for $1,900 last week, and that was on the upward trend. Will it hit 2K? Yep. Increase of 5%, landing at that 2K marker.
That's incredible. Just like number 4 on the list, we have Incredible Hulk, issue 2, the first appearance of the Hulk with green skin.
Jem, I want to know your thoughts about this comic book because I've always had a fondness for it. Although it's the second appearance of Bruce Banner, the first time he's green has always made this book kind of a bigger key to me than his first full appearance because I think of the Hulk as a green character.
I appreciate the keyworthiness of it, but something about that Hulk one just does it for me. I don't really see him as gray in Hulk 1. It kind of could just be that it's dark out or it's nighttime or whatever. But I get what you're saying. First green skin, it's a cool book.
I'd always go for the first appearance if it was offered, but seeing the climbing of this book makes sense because it's a monster key book. 5.0 going for $4K in July, up 25%, selling for $5,000 this week. That's an increase of $1,000.
And then you have the 5.5. It sold for $4,065 back in November, up now 28%, selling for $5,900.
And considering the 7.5 could have been secured for $7,200 back in June, that book's about to clear $10K. It's up 32%, selling for $9,528. I suspect trickle down is going to affect the rest of the lower grade copies.
Like the trickle-down effect does. Moving on to number 3, we have Amazing Spider-Man 16, the first appearance, or meeting I should say, of Spider-Man and the Daredevil, which I'm happy to see these keys continue to show gains after we already had the moment in the movies.
Comic fam, really think about this. The introduction of Charlie Cox in the recent Spider-Man film has such major implications. These books are spiking because the event happened. Imagine what will happen when they are swinging around together, when they are actively on the screen being super.
Yeah, I guess keeping it open-ended where they can do more with those moments is what's causing these key issues to continue to gain value after we had the movie scene and not go down like how we've seen in the past. A CGC 4.0 sold for $760 back in December. It's up 5%, selling for $800. The 6.5 sold for $1,600 back in September, staying the same, 1% increase, $1,620.
And I suspect that these are some low sales, Gem, because when you look at the 9.6, we have price correction inbound. We had an $11,197 sale back in 2005. This book is tough and high grade. Well, that's up 79% this week, selling for $20,000.
Yeah, so first meeting of Daredevil and Spider-Man, the fourth appearance of Daredevil, it's a minor key, but when you look at the census, it starts to get interesting.
Absolutely. So yes, we have some major villain keys that surround this issue. So not all keys are alike, but the census count for a book from this era is important to consider. We have ASM 13, the first appearance of Mysterio, 2,931 copies total graded on the census. ASM 14, First Green Goblin, 4,489 total graded copies on the census. ASM 15, First Craven, 2,882 graded copies on the census, and the lowest, ASM 16, the book on the list, Spider-Man Meets Daredevil, with a total of 2,190 copies total.
So what it lacks in key worthiness, it kind of makes up for in the low census count.
And now at the list at number 2, we have DC making the list. Hold on, is this wrong?
Oh, let me check the app real quick. Nah, man, Batman 423, iconic cover by Todd McFarlane. That's the only really key worthiness to it. It's a book that I've never owned, might I add.
Well, we have multiple printings of this book and multiple records to talk about. Actually, let's just hit them with some really quick percentage increases. The 8.0 is up 8%, the 8.5 is up 8%, the 9.0 is up 10%. But let's take a look at the third printing. An 8.5 back in June was going for $115. That's up 59%, now selling for $183. And it didn't stop there. The newsstand is up. And a 7.0 nonetheless, last week going for $142, up 48%, hitting $210.
Then we have the direct market 9.0, which sold for $350 back in December, up 10%, selling now for $386.
Seeing that 7.0 increase of a newsstand is kind of interesting because it's typically reserved for the 9.6 at best. Well, the newsstand 6.0 even had its first unrecorded sale this week of $140. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button, slap the like button. We're shooting for 1,000 likes. Help us get there. We need your support, comic fam.
Which brings us to the #1 comic book in the world.
Moon Knight's second appearance in Werewolf by Night issue 33. That trailer dropped this past weekend. It's blowing up the interwebs.
That's right, man. The second appearance showing massive gains, multiple grades. A CGC 4.5 sold for $300 back in June. It's up 23%, now selling for $370. Even the 6.0 can't catch up. It sold for $260 back in April. It's up 25%, but selling for less than the 4.5 at $325.
That's right. The 7.5 going for $550 back in July is up 9%, selling for $600. And the 9.2 going for $1,298 in August is up 17%, now selling for $1,522. I suspect that members of the community who are after key Moon Knight books have long ago given up trying to secure his first appearance.
Yeah, next best thing. And after that, you're going to go to his first solo series.
What's even more curious is on eBay right now, we actually see one of only 19 that are in existence of a 9.8 Werewolf by Night 32, the first appearance of Moon Knight. And it's listed for 4x what the last 9.8 sale was. $120,000. Hot damn. Comic fam, Oscar Isaac is coming, and we appreciate your time today, as always.
Geek responsibly, stay minty fresh, subscribe to the channel. Let's get it to 50K. We're giving away the first appearance of Carnage.
That's right, Jem. And if the community wants to hear some more spec talk about the most recent Moon Knight trailer, I bring on Nick Colonies, the founder of Key Collector Comics, to chat about it, to break some news. Click on the link and have a great week. Enough said. Join us every single Wednesday on the best new app to buy and sell collectibles. Whatnot, available on both Androids and iPhones. Dollar Star auctions that last 60 seconds, 30 seconds, sometimes 15 seconds long. We have 2 other videos for you to check out. We made them for you. Enjoy them.